Well, hello, y'all. How y'all are today? Well, today I had to go in town just for a little bit, so I thought, well, I'm going to take my little fire starting kit and take it out of town and see if I can't make me a little fire. Well, I found out that it's a little bit harder than what it looks like. Today is windier than the dickens, and I took it right outside of about 7 blocks from where I live. It used to be an old, at first I thought it was an old train station, but it was an old oil company. And it's been abandoned. I went out there, and there was plenty of tinder and everything, but with that wind, it just didn't work. And so I got frustrated, and I gave up. I walked around the whole building, looking for tinder and first one thing another. And, Trinidad used to be an old mining town. They mined a lot of coal around here. As a matter of fact, just out there where we're going to move to, between here and there, there's a town called Cokedale. And there was a big mine off in there. And there in Cokedale, you can see all the coke furnaces. Excuse me. But anyway, I was searching around, trying to find some tinder and something I could start this fire with. And I reached down and picked up what I thought was just an old stick, but come to find out it was a handle. And this here is what I found. Old miner's pick. Now, no telling how old this thing is, but I'm not going to do anything to it. I'm just going to keep it like it is and use it for a wall hanger, just decorations. I think that's pretty neat. The handle on it's still, it's still got the full handle on it. A little weathered. And up here around the tip, it's looks like they've missed a couple times, but it just just a neat old pick. So that'll give me something to hang up on the wall. And I guess when it's day it ain't quite so windy, I'll go try that Flint and Steel again. But like I said, for today, it just wasn't working. So if I was going to start a fire today, it'd either have to be matches or a Bic lighter, because, yeah, that Flint and Steel weren't working. But anyway, yesterday, I was at the store, and I was in the meat section. I was going to buy some luncheon meat. And I happened to look in the sausage section, and they had this one sausage, and it was called andouille. Well, down in Louisiana, they use that andouille to make gumbo with. So that got me thinking, man, I'm really sure like to have a gumbo. So I went back around and got all the ingredients for gumbo. I got that andouille, and I got some other smoked sausage, and my parsley, and green onions, and head onions, and celery, and bell pepper. And generally when I make a gumbo, it's I do it in a big gumbo pot. Well, I didn't have quite enough chicken to qualify a big gumbo pot. So I made it in my little Dutch oven. And I didn't make my roux, you know. I had some ready-made roux. Roux is real tricky. What you do is you take some oil, like canola oil or something like that, and you put it in your pan and you kind of heat it up. Then you get you like about a half cup of flour, and you just dribble it in there a little at a time, keep stirring and stirring and stirring and stirring. And what happens is that flour kind of scorch and it turn brown. And the darker you can get your roux, the better it is. But some people like real light roux, and in the store you can buy it either a dark roux or a blonde, what they call blonde roux, which is real light. Personally, I like a dark roux. So anyway, I come home and I filmed all this, me making this this gumbo. And it turned out pretty good, you know, but not near as good as it would have been with authentic Cajun sausage and tasso. And the only thing Cajun about the one I made yesterday was the seasoning I put in it, and the roux. The rest of it was just, you know, what we call Yankee sausage. And but like I said, it come out pretty good. It was edible. But like I said, I filmed this, and it run over, shit, the whole thing was over 30 minutes. And I got this editing software, and I'll be damned if I could figure out how to cut and splice that crap. You know, I try to cut sections off to shorten it up, because a lot of it's just me standing there stirring. You know, because you got to sit there and stir this roux while it's cooking until you put your stock in, and that way you stock and your vegetables and your meat. And you don't have to worry about it so much then, because the roux's all, you know, it dissipated into the juices and stuff. But anyway, I got her all filmed, and I sat here last night for the longest trying to figure out how to cut sections of it off. And I don't know what the hell I'm doing wrong, because, you know, I'll move to a certain part where I wanted to cut it, and I'll take the scissor gizmo and I'll hit that, and that'll be the start of my splice. Then I'll move it down, and then I'll splice it. I'll stop it, hit my scissor thing to cut it there, and then I'll move my cursor in the middle and right click it and put delete. Well, I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but it just wouldn't work. Hell, I had the front of it and the back and the back and the middle and the middle and the side, and just totally screwed it up. I finally got so frustrated, I just said, heck with it. I've still got my archives. I'll probably play with it a little bit more, try to see if I can't figure it out. But anyway, I just wanted to make a short video here, show that pic I found. I thought that was pretty neat. And tell you about that, my lack of luck with my fire starting. You know, I took my little tin out there, and I went and got me some dryer lint here, and it's got some papers in it. I figured that would be good tinder, and but anyway, she didn't work out today. But I ain't gonna give up on her. I ain't gonna give up on her. I'll get her eventually. I'll just have to pick it on a day when it ain't quite as windy. I was thinking with that building there, I could get to a certain part of the building where, but the wind was coming out of the west. And so the only two sides of the building I could work with was the west side and the south side. Well, either where I got, the wind was still blowing my tender bundles and all that kind of stuff, and just making it. So, it was a lot harder to do back in them days than what people make it look like on the internet. So it's going to take me a lot of practice, but I'll get her eventually. So that's about it for today. And well, I guess that's about it. I was just happened to looking at my hat here. It's my metal detecting hat, White's Electronics. And I was thinking, man, I sure wish that was a Confederate cap. Them's kind of neat. I'd like to have one of them. But anyway, okay, y'all. Y'all take care. And would you believe it's almost 70 degrees here in Colorado? 60. When I was out, it was 68 degrees, but that wind makes it, still feel like it's 40. So it's pretty chilly out there with the wind. But yeah, 68 degrees. Let me see here. What's it say right now? Well, it's down to 62 now. Of course, it's 4:30, so it's time it started cooling off. But okay, y'all. Y'all take care. God bless. Stay warm. Love y'all. Bye-bye.